Edgar Allan Poe was a famous American writer and poet who is best known for his dark and mysterious stories, such as The Telltale Heart and The Raven. Poe died on October 7, 1849, at the age of 40. His death was sudden and unexpected, and the cause of his death has been the subject of much speculation and debate. Poe was found lying on the streets of Baltimore, Maryland, in a delirious state. He was taken to a hospital, where he died 4 days later. The exact cause of Poe's death is still unknown. Some theories suggest that he died from alcohol poisoning, while others suggest that he may have suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning or a brain tumor. Poe had a history of alcohol abuse and was known to have struggled with depression and other mental health issues. At the time of his death, Poe was traveling from Richmond, Virginia, to New York City. It is unclear why he stopped in Baltimore or what he was doing there. Poe's death was initially reported in the newspaper as a case of congestion of the brain. However, this diagnosis is now believed to be inaccurate. There are several different accounts of the events leading up to Poe's death. Some people claim to have seen him drinking heavily in a bar in Baltimore, while others say that he was kidnapped and forced to vote in a local election. Poe was buried in an unmarked grave in Baltimore's Westminster Hall and Burying Ground. However, a monument was later erected in his honor. Poe's death was largely ignored by the literary establishment at the time, but his reputation as a writer grew after his death. Today, he is widely regarded as one of the greatest American writers of all time. There have been many movies, TV shows, and books inspired by Poe's life and work, including The Raven starring John Cusack and The Alienist by Caleb Carr. In 2009, a group of scientists tested some of Poe's hair samples and found high levels of lead. This has led some people to speculate that Poe may have suffered from lead poisoning, which could have contributed to his mental health problems and early death. Some people believe that Poe's death was the result of foul play. There have been several theories suggesting that he was murdered by enemies or rivals, although there is little concrete evidence to support these claims. Poe's death inspired the creation of the detective story genre, which he is often credited with inventing. Poe's work has been translated into many languages and is still widely read today. His stories and poems have influenced countless writers and artists over the years. Poe was known for his macabre and gothic writing style, which often explored themes of death, madness, and the supernatural. Poe's personal life was often as tumultuous as his writing. He had a difficult relationship with his father and was estranged from much of his family. He also struggled with poverty and often had to rely on friends and patrons for financial support. Poe was a prolific writer, producing a large body of work during his short life. Some of his most famous stories include The Masque of the Red Death, The Pit and the Pendulum, and The Fall of the House of Usher. Poe's death remains one of the greatest mysteries in American literature. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the true cause of his death may never be known for certain. Today, Poe's legacy lives on through his writing, which continues to captivate and inspire readers around the world.